Hey everybody, it's April Rashad, and thanks for joining me. If you're watching this, then you're probably choosing a package for one of our TLS weight loss solution classes, whether it's going to be online for you, in person, or even one-on-one. And I have a lot of information to get through in a short amount of time, so I'm going to get right to it. Let me just start by saying that you're in the right place at the right time. So if you've chosen to take this nutrition boot camp or weight loss class with us, we know it's not just about weight loss, right? Weight is just a symptom of other things. It could be inflammation. It could be just bad habits and bad choices and that you've dieted in the past and you just maybe have the wrong information. It could be from toxic overload on your liver or in your body, whether it's heavy metals or other toxins. It could be from a lack of self-love and that you keep sabotaging yourself with your best efforts. There's so many different reasons, right? But we're going to get to the bottom of it in this class, and we're going to get healthy the right way. And when that happens, then the weight is just going to basically come off, and it won't be a struggle, and you won't have to find another program, and you won't have to diet, because this isn't a diet, this is a lifestyle. So we also know that there's not just one way, right? Like everybody is different, and so we are going to be customizing, but there are some common threads in the healthful ways that people can both get healthy and lose weight. I know you're going to be like, the answer is kale, right? Well, that might be one of them, but there are some common threads. So everybody's really going to kind of start the same way insofar as eating healthy, but I am glad that you put yourself first. The TLS Weight Loss Solution program has 4 components, and we're going to cover each one of them throughout the class. So it's eating first, it's food first with low glycemic impact eating. Whether you are somebody who likes to eat animal protein or not, we can support you. It's about body composition and losing fat, not just losing weight, so that way that your metabolism is staying intact or improving. It's about coaching and education, so you know the how and the why, what you're doing. It's not just about like counting points or eating meals that people put in front of you. That way you can make it a lifestyle. And then it's about science-based supplementation, and that's what I have here. So, you know, a lot of times people are asking me like, do I have to supplement? And of course, you can do whatever you want to do or not do. You know, you're going to be paying for the class either way, in some way, shape, or form, and it's very affordable, especially when we're doing it online or in a group. But here's the reality, is that we've done some disservice to our bodies over time. A lot of people have a large amount of metabolic disrepair, if you will, that they've done some damage. They have dieted in the past. They have eaten a lot of excess fat and probably burdened their liver. They have a lot of stress in their life or have had stressful situations happen to their body, both emotionally and physically. All the food that you've eaten or not eaten, the things that you've drank over the years, right? Medications that you might have taken. So the reality is, like, you want to be healing your body, and you want to be supporting yourself through this process. Healthful eating isn't just about food, right? It's water, it's sleep, it's all of those different types of things. And so we are already playing catch up, I feel like, with trying to get in the right amount of nutrients. If you can say that you've honestly eaten 8 to 12 servings of vegetables every single day and multiple fruits, and they're all of good quality and organic, and you have no stress and environmental toxins and all that in your life, okay. But most of us don't, and we haven't had that kind of experience. So I just don't know why people are trying to tackle this without having the right kind of nutritional support. So what you can see here is that I'm working with a lot of different manufacturers' products, but we've bundled them into different packages to meet everybody's needs and their budgets, and so hopefully one of them is speaking to you. How I build these packages is basically on a few different concepts. One, I know a lot of people have different medical needs and concerns, and I'm not your primary healthcare providers. So I'm choosing products that I know will suit the masses and will not have, warning labels in terms of contraindications with medications. That's all the base packages. I have a few add-ons. You may want to consider some other things with it, and I'll talk about that. But I also want to cover deficiencies. So you're going to hear about that as well. And then I want to help people to accelerate their results, whatever those are. So if you are trying to make changes with your food and changes with your lifestyle, I want you to be able to get there faster and more efficiently, obviously. And then I also am looking at not just safety, but ease of compliance, right? So things that would be easy for you to incorporate into your life. So that's kind of how I keep it in mind. And I want to just tell you that, like, at different times of the year, we change what we do. So one of the questions I get asked is, well, if I start taking something, do I always have to take it? I mean, it's one of those things, like, if you start eating vegetables, should you always? Yes. And if you exercise, are you going to maintain that level of fitness? If you don't exercise, no. But I will say with supplementation, if you're taking something specific for, let's say, weight loss or stress or sleep or inflammation or something in that moment, your health is going to change. So your needs are going to change. So no, you don't have to take everything forever. And you also don't need 27 bottles of something on your counter. So this is about addressing what we're trying to address right now. And then later, if you achieve your goals, get into a better health state, then maybe there's just one or two things that you choose you want to take forever because you know that that's just sort of like your grocery bill in terms of adding in some nutrients you can't get in the salads that you're eating every day. But that's a choice. There's nothing that you are going to take that all of a sudden you're going to gain weight back, right? We're not looking for any magic pill in a bottle. So here we go. The package, I don't have it in front of me, but the package, every single one of them is always going to be starting with the TLS guide and journal. I love this book. It's like this big, and in between each of the 12 chapters or 13 chapters, there are actual journal pages that are very comprehensive. People lose 50% more weight when they journal, and honestly, even if it's for health reasons or food sensitivities you're trying to figure out or triggers that you have for different issues with your body, journaling is going to be the best thing for you. In addition to that, though, there is so much awesome, easy to read information within each of the chapters. This becomes everybody's sort of nutrition Bible, if you will. So that's included in every single one of the packages. Then in the first package, I typically will add in vitamin D because 75% of the world is deficient in vitamin D. It does not matter if you're in a sunshine state or not, but the quality of vitamin D that you take does matter. And because most people are deficient, that is a concern. Obviously, you want to make sure you're not deficient before you try to, move on to other things to supplement your health and your life. But if you've had your blood levels taken, a doctor would consider under 30 to be deficient. But optimal in terms of some cancer prevention, some autoimmune disease prevention, fatigue, depression, hormone production, things like that people will really notice. Like you'll notice your bones hurt, you'll notice you're super fatigued, you can notice that you have more anxiety or mood issues if your vitamin D is low. So it's an easy thing to try to fix and also to measure by asking your doctor to take those levels. But optimal would be maybe between 55 and 85. I have seen a lot of people take prescription D. I have seen a lot of people take D over the counter from Costco, CVS, or other pharmacies. I have never seen the type of results as I see with this right here, which is in isotonic form. So this little cap of powder is how it starts. We'll mix with 2 ounces of water and give you 5,000 IUs of vitamin D, which you can take daily. You can also space it out. It's fat soluble, so if you want to take less, you could take it every other day just to maintain your levels. But that's a super important thing, and it has vitamin D deficiency has been indicated in weight concerns as well. So that is built into the package. The next thing are 2 boxes of what we call trim tea right here. This box contains these little stick packs, and there are 30 of them, which are so easy. Most people will drink tea or water with something in it or a green tea at the end of the night or something. So I feel like from a compliance standpoint and an ease of taking this with you, this is so easy to just mix hot or cold in 6 or 8 ounces of water. But why am I including this? It's not just for weight loss. I chose this because it's a total health product. And I want to share with you some of the results from a clinical study that was done. It was a double-blind placebo clinical study where over 10 weeks, people didn't even change what they were eating. But there's only 2 ingredients in this product, okay? African mango, and which is called Weltrim IG, that's sort of the brand name for it, and a black tea extract. So it tastes like just a full-bodied, non-sweetened black tea, hot or cold. But with just those 2 ingredients, when they tested the Weltrim IG, 28 pounds weight loss over 2 weeks, 6.3% body fat reduction, 6.7 inches around the waist, 159% increase in adiponectin levels, and that's indicated in blood sugar issues, blood pressure, weight, all that type of stuff like insulin resistance. 51% reduction of C-reactive protein, which is an inflammatory marker, 26 and 27% respectively reduction in cholesterol and your bad or oxidized LDL cholesterol, 22.5% reduction in fasting blood sugar levels, and 80.9% reduction in fat production, meaning your body wants to turn over fat cells, and this is reducing that by 80 to 81% over the course of a year, which that was just in the 10-week study, but which means that once your losing the weight, it's easier to keep it off because your body is not producing as much to regenerate. So that product, because of what it can do for inflammation and overall health, is just one I love. And if it's going to help you to get to your weight loss goals quicker, it's perfect, right? So we added in 2 boxes of that to be able to support you for a full 8 weeks. The next package has all of that I just mentioned, the journal, the vitamin D, the 2 boxes of trim tea, but also has this aloe juice in it. So for some people, digestive health is an issue. 200 million people across this country have some type of digestive issues. And this is very healing like the aloe plant would be, only this is 150 proof aloe that's in a juice form that you drink. So imagine like what the aloe plant with that lotion can do for your skin to heal is really what this is doing internally, but it is packed with about 200 different nutrients and phytonutrients. It has a ton of B vitamins in it. It is a whole leaf process, so it's not mostly water like you would find at like a regular GNC or vitamin shop in terms of aloe, so it's very potent. And so I love the quality of it from this particular company. And it's antiviral, antibacterial, very healing to the digestive tract. It's great if you've got skin issues like acne, psoriasis, eczema. But most things are generated from the gut in terms of like your immune system. Your serotonin is built there. So for people with anxiety issues and mood and depression, that's always a great place to start. So we're going to do that with food, but when you have extra support, like from the aloe juice, it's awesome. And depending on what time of year you're seeing this, if you're heading into cold and flu season or at the end of cold and flu season, you can always drink more of this. It's so great to boost your immune system. So that's in the second package. Building on from that, imagine everything I just talked about, then adding in something that's more like a very comprehensive multivitamin and antioxidant support. And those are called essentials. So I have given 2 options. One are for just plain old daily essentials, which are like 4 of these isotonic products, the powders that mix with water, 4 of them all together, an activated B complex, a multi, an antioxidant called OPC3, and calcium with D. So a very comprehensive multi. I'm showing you here women's health because I love this souped up version. It can be for men or women, but I love it for women because it also supports hormones, hair, nails, and it also has some amped up B vitamins in it and a lot of antioxidant support. So I love it. And again, compliance, easy. Rip it open, put it in exactly 8 ounces of water, drink it any time of day on an empty stomach so you just don't eat for 20 minutes after. But even in the afternoon, like most people take it in the morning because it's just easy on an empty stomach, but even at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon to have those vitamins wash over you, you just feel a burst of energy, can really help you with the lull in the day. But again, this could replace your multi, but also give you more comprehensive support nutritionally for antioxidant production, support and metabolic function and weight loss and things like that. So I love that. So that's how the packages are built out. You'll notice that there's typically some add-ons. The ones I'm talking about today, one is protein shakes. So if you're looking for something, this one happens to be whey-based. So that's dairy. And it's amazing because it's got 19 grams of clean protein. It's got 10 grams of fiber. So even though we don't say it's a meal replacement, it can be a great meal replacement when you're on the go. You could also doctor it up by adding in spinach or berries or something like that. So it's amazing. And it only has 2 grams of sugar, so it's not overly sweet, but it tastes great even just mixed straight up with water. We do have a plant-based version. If you like collagen powders or other things, I have other things I can recommend, but that just happened to be an add-on, was the TLS Nutrition Shake. That's what this is. And then finally, we have something called Hepatic Cleanse and Curcumin and Oxygen Extreme, and when you put them all together, it's called the Complete Detox Kit. This is an add-on because some people are just a little bit more challenged, not just metabolically, but maybe you will sense that your liver is overburdened. So maybe you've been eating a lot of animal protein, a lot of dairy, a lot of excess fat, even if it's good fat like avocados, nuts, seeds, things like that, and maybe a lot of alcohol over the summer or the holidays. So if that's the case, or if you feel a little sluggish, if you're somebody who wakes up early in the morning, if you feel like you suspect you might have some overburdening in your body, heavy metal toxicity, you don't heal as quickly, you see a lot that's emanating on your face and your skin in terms of issues, bumps, acne, eczema, psoriasis, things like that. Or if you just know that you have more neurological or GI type issues that kind of run in your family, or autoimmune issues or things, you might need more support in your GI. And again, that's kind of the place to really start. So the 3 products that are in that complete detox kit really just help to boost glutathione levels, very important, antioxidant protection, help to excrete toxins in a very safe and gentle way, nothing that's going to feel like a big detox, if you will, but just supporting the process that your body's going through in terms of daily detox. And give you antioxidant defense, and also a lot of ingredients that are going to specifically support your liver. Now, the only one that might have some warnings are if you don't have a gallbladder. The hepatic cleanse can increase bile production a little bit. So I know some people have taken it, but there is a warning on there. So that's a choice, and we can talk about that, so you can ask me. Now listen, these may speak to you, one of those 3 packages, they kind of build up, you know, so there's no wrong answer. And if you're already taking things, we could assess kind of what you're taking. If you're looking for other things to help with recovery post-workout, or you have specific issues, just talk to us, because there's bound to be other products both in the TLS line like this or on other manufacturers that we work with that can really help you with some of those challenges, which is just going to make your journey through eating healthier, changing your lifestyle, getting healthier overall, as well as losing weight, so much easier. So I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, make sure you give me a holler.